did.
Okay.
Nxt Takeover Orlando. We'll start there.
Can we actually start with the Hall of Fame?
Yeah.
All I
That was
gotta
awesome.
say is, okay,
Hall of
Kurt
Fame was
Angle was
awesome.
really good.
Yes, he was. Hall of Fame was awesome last night.
I just gotta say, why the hell did they let DDP drone on and on and on for 45 minutes?
I don't know.
That's
Everybody
the
went
reason
on. Wow.
that's the whole reason they cut Kurt Angle short. That's just from what I've heard.
Everyone went on for a while.
Who? Well,
Everyone went on for a while.
Cornette went on for a while, but you kind of knew what you were getting into.
Yeah.
And I got to say, Beth's speech was really good.
Yes, it was.
But the Rock and Roll Express seemed to be everywhere at once.
Yeah, they were all over the place.
They were on like cocaine or something.
Yeah, but this is one of the best Hall of Fames they've done in years.
Last year's was pretty damn with Sting.
Huh?
I said with Sting.
Okay. You want to do what? You want to do Nxt Takeover now?
Let's go take over.
All right.
Do you think that they're gonna announce bring out new titles?
They are. Well, we're going to announce it that they're giving all current champions brand new titles to tonight.
This would be the second revision of the women's title.
Yeah. Let's hope they don't look like the main titles on Raw or anything.
I don't think they're going that way. I think they're going to stay with the. I know people hate the NXT title design. They think it's hokey, but it kind of has to be that way. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
I wonder if they're going to add a title. I wonder. It would be cool if they added a 6-man title.
Or like a TV title, or
I'd go more with another tag team title just because you already have trouble filling out your heavyweight title. And you can it's a way to bring in more tag teams too. Because you can start a tag team off as a 6-man tag and then break them up. Send 2 guys towards the tag team belts. Send 1 towards the main title.
Yeah, they announced the 32 women's tournament today for this summer.
Yeah, that's going to happen at the same time as the cruiserweight championship, the cruiserweight tournament did last year.
Yeah.
I wonder who's going to be in it.
I don't know.
I very
Maybe
well doubt Velvet Sky will be.
Yeah, she's possible.
Well, I very well doubt she will be. Because they're actually trying to create a women's division in Ring of Honor right now. So I would think that she'd go there first just because that is.
Yeah.
It would have made sense if Bully would have been able to use the Bully Ray character in.
Well, you said there were plans to do it, but WWE just nixed it at the last minute and didn't do it.
Yeah, he did say that. He did say that. Did you see the thing on Jericho?
I don't know if he's playing an April Fool's joke or if that's real.
It kind of looks real.
I don't know if that's a recent photo of his foot or
if he took that from somebody, because
yeah,
it doesn't make sense.
I don't know right now.
Yeah, it really doesn't make sense.
We gotta look out for the fake news today. It's April Fool's Day, so
Yeah, it is.
I don't know.
But
Let's
with
start with
Jericho,
sanity.
you never know because he does love to troll the fans.
Yes, he does. Yes, he does.
He always does. So
Yeah, he's done it many, many times.
hell, he's done it on almost every one of his comebacks.
Yeah,
Master at that.
yeah. Let's do sanity versus Dillinger, Roderick Strong, No Way Jose, and Ruby Riot.
Who's I forget her real indie name right now.
It's like Lovelace or
Heidi Lovelace.
yeah.
Heidi Lovelace. Yeah,
I don't know.
I'd have to go with the baby faces. I'd have this Roddy Strong. And they want to build Roddy Strong towards the title, so
Yeah, I'll go with team Roddy Strong.
yeah.
I don't even know how to say his name, but it's Almas versus Aleister Black.
Aleister Black versus Andrade Cien Almas.
Yeah.
I'd have to go Cien Almas because
Yeah, Aleister Black is going to win.
They got to do something with Almas. Otherwise,
I think
I think he's got an open. I think he's got an open contract where he can leave whenever he wants. I think that was part of his deal.
I think he takes Dillinger's spot as a jobber to the top guys.
At one point, I heard a rumor that they were going to create a tag team, a faction with him. At one point, I did hear that over last summer.
We had the triple threat elimination tag team match with Nxt Tag Titles, Authors of Pain versus DIY versus the Revival.
AOP.
This could go anyway.
AOP.
I'm gonna go with DIY. I think they're gonna get the tag titles back.
No, Revival. I think DIY is going up on Monday.
I think the Revival is going up to the main roster.
Well, yeah, but I think DIY is going to go up too because they need cruiserweights. Because Cedric Alexander got hurt.
Noam Dar is hurt too.
Yeah, so they need the bodies right now. Interesting to see what they do. Because I bet you money the next feud for Austin Aries after this Neville thing is done will be one of the guys from DIY. Maybe Gargano.
Maybe.
I gotta go AOP because they've already been teasing a feud on the TV program with them and Heavy Machinery.
I think it comes down to the Authors of Pain and DIY. I think the Arrival get eliminated first.
Yeah. Is this an elimination match?
Yeah. Next, we have Asuka versus Amber Moon for the NXT Women's title.
I think Asuka retains.
Oh, this is a tough one to call. They could go either way.
They already. The reason I don't think Ember Moon gets the title right away is because she would get the title if Asuka was coming up. You get what I mean?
Yeah. I'm gonna go with Asuka too.
Yeah.
I think it'd be a very good match though.
Yeah, it'll be a good match.
Bobby Roode versus Nakamura for the NXT title.
This will be the send-off for Nakamura.
Yes, it will. I heard he's gonna debut on SmackDown Live on Tuesday.
Yeah, I saw that too. I'm not very happy about that, just because I'm not sure how the SmackDown crowd is going to react.
Who?
The same thing happened when they brought Alexa Bliss up. There was no reaction to her.
I think Nakamura will get a huge reaction. He's
I
so
think you
over
get a better
that.
reaction on Raw, to be honest with you.
There's too many top guys on Raw as it is. SmackDown needs more PP people.
Yeah, I agree with you. I debut him on Raw and then move him to SmackDown.
Because he'd get lost in the shuffle on Raw, and I don't want to see that.
I don't want to see that either. I think SmackDown is the logical place for him. But
that's where Triple H wants him, is on SmackDown.
That's where he wants to be.
Yeah, especially if AJ goes over to Raw. You're going to need somebody to take AJ's spot on SmackDown.
AJ's spot is going to be taken by Roman Reigns.
I hope not.
It sounds like they're going to move Roman Reigns over to, well, the original plan
at WrestleMania 34.
Before the WrestleMania main event for next year was announced, the plan for Roman Reigns was to move him to SmackDown.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to now.
They might move Seth Rollins to SmackDown though.
I'd be fine with that. Nakamura versus Seth Rollins. Hell yeah, that'd be awesome. That'd be one hell of a match.
Yeah, but I want to see him versus AJ. I would have rather seen that at WrestleMania than freaking Shane McMahon.
Me too. Did you see the final WrestleMania set? The New Day debuted it last night. It looks awesome.
Yeah, it does. It's cool, but the one problem I have when they do these shows outside in the big stadiums is that if you're actually in the crowd, and I've actually heard this from people, that the pillars that hold up the thing above the ring actually obstruct the crowd a little bit.
All right.
I've actually heard that because when they did the thing in Miami, that goofy monstrosity that was on top of the ring in Miami.
Yeah.
I had heard that from people that were at the show, that the pillars that hold that up.
Top of the regular ring. Is Shane going to kill himself by jumping off of that?
Yeah, think.
A ring on top of the ring. That's just.
Yeah. When I originally saw that there was going to be a ring on top of the ring, my thought was he ain't jumping off the roller coaster. He's jumping off that ring.
Well, I heard he might jump off the roller coaster. That was a rumor going around.
How would they? And what I don't get about AJ and Shane, why isn't it a specialized match? Why isn't it a?
They could always add it. They could always add a stipulation to it at any point, before the match. But
yeah, but the problem is they've already announced it and promoted it as a regular match.
Yeah, I know.
And I don't think they should do that. The one match on the WrestleMania card, other than Shane and AJ, that deserved a stipulation was freaking Corbin and Ambrose.
Yep.
Why doesn't that have one?
Don't know.
They could have done something built around the fucking forklift.
Yeah, falls count anywhere. No, something. I don't know.
Falls only count on the forklift.
Yeah.
But yeah, because of what I said earlier, I think you know where I'm going. with the main event. It's going to be glorious, but Bobby Roode retains.
Yeah, Rude. Yeah, Rude's gonna retain. Not more. We'll go to the main roster. I guess Adam Cole's contract doesn't expire to the end of April, so
Yeah,
that's what.
and the Hardys' contract doesn't, I guess, expire till the end of April either.
Yeah.
That's at least what I heard.
Well, Jeff said in an interview yesterday that they have dates with ROH at least through June or July. So
I actually heard from Dave Meltzer that the dates are actually through the end of April.
Yeah, I don't know. Who knows? I don't know anymore.
Yeah. Well, with the Hardys, it's hard to know. I don't think they're trolling the fans. I hate to say it. I don't see them trolling the fans just because of the fact that it wouldn't make sense.
Yeah.
To troll the fans.
WrestleMania prediction. Let's start with the pre-show. There's 2 matches on the pre-show. I'm sure they'll add a third one eventually.
I don't think they will.
There's
do you
want to know on the main card?
You want to know the reason why they moved the women's match to the main card?
No.
It had nothing to do with the outrage that it was on the pre-show to begin with. It had to do with the fact that they were timing out the matches. They had extra time on the main card.
Oh.
So they moved the 6-pack challenge, which actually I kind of see why they did, because there was outrage, but also a 6-pack challenge tends to take a little bit longer than a regular singles match does.
Yeah.
So I can kind of see where they're going.
Yeah. There's a lot of former WWE divas in Orlando at the Hall of Fame.
Hemmings dress last night?
Yeah, Candice Michelle was there. Kelly, Eve Torres, Molly Holly. A lot.
The one thing I don't get, why was Beth Phoenix always referring to Molly Holly at the Hall of Fame by her real name and not her work name?
I don't know.
It just seems really odd.
She actually talked about China too, which was shocking.
Well, it wasn't shocking because the WWE is actually opening up their embargo on China.
Hopefully she'll go in next year, but
possibly I could see it, but I could see it more another one on the East Coast, because she's originally from the East Coast, China.
Yeah.
So it would make more sense. I think next year, one person that might go in.
Goldberg's going in next year.
Well, yeah. Other than Goldberg's going to be the headliner. I wonder if they put in the Rock and Roll, the Midnight Express.
Maybe.
And
put in the Dudley.
Maybe J.J. Dillon would induct him.
Yeah.
Because I heard anything. Oh yeah, and JR is going to be calling a match at Mania. Yeah, he signed a new WWE deal. But it's only for one night though. No, it's to do future shows every once in a while and to do network specials and it's like a Legends type deal. It's like a Legends type deal. With ITV, with Jeff Jarrett and the World of Sport thing and on ITV in UK in the UK. He's not doing that now. Well, actually, yeah, but actually that's starting up again. The deal signed. They're signed for a 10-episode deal right now. Yeah. I did hear that earlier this week. But going back to going back to the pre-show, no, because we are kind of getting off topic.
Yeah, Wrestlemania. Yeah, let's start with the Andre the Giant Battle Royal.
Strowman.
Yeah, I'm going with Strowman too. Big Show said that this be his last WrestleMania.
Yeah, but I don't see him winning. I see it being. I've seen this since they didn't do it last year with Strowman, because Vince McMahon got cold on him around WrestleMania. Because Corbin wasn't actually the original guy that was pegged to win last year. It was Strowman.
Yeah. Yeah, I think Strowman wins.
Yeah, I think Strowman wins.
They'll come down to Strowman, Big Show, and Sami Zayn. They'll be the final three.
I wonder. I know that there's 31 people in there already, but I wonder.
Yes,
I wonder if we see Shelton Benjamin, because he is cleared.
That'd be awesome. Yes, he is. That'd be awesome.
Just to see him.
I don't want to waste his return on the Battle Royal or not, just to have him be eliminated.
Well, he could be in the final four.
Maybe.
It'll be Big Show, Sammy. The final three will probably be Big Show, Sammy, and Strowman.
Yeah.
With Strowman, with Sammy being eliminated by Big Show, and Strowman. That's just how I see it.
Yeah.
What way are you going to go on Aries and Neville? I've actually seen preview shows. I've watched a couple where people are picking Neville to win.
Yeah, Neville versus Aries. I'm going with Austin Aries.
I'm going with Aries just because he's a double, and that explains everything.
I think Aries needs to win the title.
He does. I agree, but I could actually see them having Neville retain, just because. Who does Aries go after on the heel side in the cruiserweight division?
They could always turn Austin Aries heel if they had to.
I don't think they're ready to do that because of just the reaction he gets. Because of the huge reaction he gets. And I don't think it would be smart to turn him heel at this point.
Aries and Brian Kendrick.
Other than Brian Kendrick, who I don't want to see in another cruiserweight title feud because I've already seen that.
There's Tony Nese. There's Drew Gulak.
They haven't really done anything with Gulak.
No.
I could see Tony Nese because they like him because he's big.
Yeah.
But Tony Nese and Neville are the only two guys that they've actually built.
Well, yeah.
What do you think's going to start off the show?
Ooh. Well, it's supposed to be Ambrose versus Corbin for the IC title, which I'd be fine with.
Why not start it off with a tag team match?
You could. The ladder match, you could, yeah.
Because that would make more sense because of the ladder step.
They could. I don't know.
And they always like to start off WrestleMania with a bang.
Yeah.
I just don't see Ambrose and Corbin starting it off with a bang.
Let's say
I see that more as a whimper.
Let's say add a stipulation to it. Yeah.
But if they start it, and the other reason I think they'll start it off with the ladder match, to be honest with you, is because of Enzo and Cass.
Did you see that Goldberg are supposed to go 12 minutes.
What?
You see that Goldberg and Lesnar are supposed to go 12 minutes?
That doesn't surprise me. I was thinking 10 to 15, to be completely honest with you, but that was adding the entrances and the ring announcement.
Yeah, if they do close the show with Taker and Reigns, you know Taker's done. You know Taker's done. If they
Taker always says that. He said it the last 5 years. And then by the time that WrestleMania rolls around next year, he'll be itching to wrestle again.
Taker and Reigns were practicing at the Performance Center, and they did 2 endings. One with Taker winning and one with Reigns winning, because Vince hasn't made his mind up yet who's winning that match yet. So they did 2 endings at the.
If I could actually see them ending it with Taker going out on top, if he's retiring. If Taker's not retiring, I could see them having Reigns win.
The fans are going to riot if Reigns wins and that ends WrestleMania.
Well, yeah. But he's going to win next year, too.
Yeah.
It'll be next year will be the 3rd year in a row.
I don't see Lesnar keeping the title for a whole year. I just don't see it happening.
No, what I see happening is with Lesnar winning the title, I see him losing it at SummerSlam and then regaining it again at Survivor Series.
Maybe.
Because, and you want to know who I think he'll lose it to? Kevin Owens. Not just because I'm a Kevin Owens mark, but Kevin Owens does have an open championship.
Yes, he does.
Championship.
You think he'd won it right after WrestleMania?
I think he'll hold off till
you set up Owens and Lesnar for the Raw after WrestleMania and make Raw after WrestleMania huge. You give Owens the title back on the Raw after WrestleMania. You make that the hugest Raw ever.
I could see them doing that, but you know what? I don't think they'll do that because already the house shows after WrestleMania, they're only advertising 1 title match.
Yeah.
So,
and
that's the U.S. title.
Those could change, though.
So,
hey, let's get into these predictions now.
Okay.
Let's start with the SmackDown Women's title match. Alexa Bliss versus Mickie James versus Naomi versus Natty versus Becky in a 6-pack challenge.
Naomi.
I'm going to go with Alexa Bliss keeping the title.
It's completely obvious what they're doing. They want to give the crowd a spot at WrestleMania where they can cheer for their hometown person.
It's way too obvious. I don't think they're going to do it way too obvious. I think it's way too obvious.
It is obvious, but WWE has done the obvious before.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't put it past them to do it.
I don't think anyone gets added to this match, but
what?
I don't think anyone gets added to this match.
No, I think they're and I think the other reason that they moved this match off the pre-show is they're doing something with the women they brought back on the pre-show.
Maybe.
Because I think we see Beth, but I think we see Eve Torres, who's actually said she wants to be back with the company.
Kelly
Kelly, who we know is going to be back. Because
maybe. Yeah.
And guess who I heard might be coming back? Jillian Hall.
Oh, God. I hope not.
Yeah, well, when I saw that yesterday, I'm like, I don't want her. I don't need her. If there's anybody that I actually want to see back,
keep her off TV.
Other than maybe Beth,
Keep Kelly off my TV.
I don't mind Kelly as much because
Eve Torres is fine. I don't like her.
Kelly doesn't bother me as much just because of the fact that I know she's going to be on. If they bring her back, she'll probably be on SmackDown.
Yeah.
And they need the help. And also, I think if they bring Beth back, which I don't know if Beth actually wants to come back. I have heard that she does.
She won't come back. She won't come back full time. She has 2 kids, and she won't come back full time.
Well, I hate to say it. I think she might, just because Edge might be coming back full time as a GM.
Maybe.
And if both of them are back on TV, even if they're on separate shows, they could travel together. And or what they do is they have Edge be the GM of Raw, which I got a gut feeling they might do, because I just don't think Kurt Angle is the right person to be the foil to Stephanie.
I don't know. Him and Stephanie have a past, so it would work.
It would work, but I just don't want to see somebody that I really like get eviscerated every week.
I don't think they would do that with Angle.
He had a 17-year past. And look at how she eviscerated.
Huh?
So her having a past with somebody doesn't even matter.
Yeah.
With how she treated Foley in character, I don't think that even matters.
That's always been part of the Foley character.
Boston's Twitter got hacked?
Yeah, I saw that. Shane McMahon versus AJ Styles.
AJ.
Yeah, AJ Styles is going to win. He better win, that's all I'm just saying.
I could see a way where they did have Shane win. If they're going to use it, if they're not going to use this match to turn AJ heel, I could see a way where Shane wins.
AJ's a heel already.
No,
AJ's a heel already.
Switch to babyface. If he wins, he becomes a full-fledged babyface. And I could see them keeping him heel and having him lose again. But they do have to do a make good for not having him beat Jericho last year. And that would be a make good. We don't even have to talk Orton and Bray because you know where I'm going.
Yeah.
To be Orton. Because this whole feud with Bray is a make good for what happened at SummerSlam.
I think Orton wins the title at WrestleMania, unfortunately.
I do too. I truly do too.
And that sucks for Bray Wyatt. I think the Wyatt family gets involved during this match some way, somehow. You see the family back.
Bray Wyatt does want Bo Dallas as part of the Wyatt family. Maybe we see a new member.
Maybe.
Because when is the last time we saw Bo Dallas on TV?
Raw this past Monday in that Gauntlet Battle Royal match thing.
Oh yeah, I didn't watch Raw this week. But they could move him to SmackDown because Bray does want him as part of the Wyatt family. He stated that. So, and I've wanted that for like 2 years.
Roman Reigns versus the Undertaker.
I could see this. If it's the main event, I could see them doing Roman Reigns winning.
Yeah.
But I could also see them doing Taker winning. If Taker's going out, they're going to have Taker win. Because they aren't, since they didn't do the retirement angle like the one that they did with Shawn or the one that they did with Ric Flair.
Yeah.
I could see them putting Taker over on his way out and not using this as another jumping off point for Reigns.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Undertaker wins, but
yeah, I don't know. I could see I could absolutely see them having Taker win if Vince has confirmation from Taker that he's not retiring.
Yeah.
But if he doesn't get that confirmation, Reigns is winning.
Yeah. I didn't even do this one quick. Goldberg versus Brock Lesnar for the Universal title.
Lesnar.
Yeah,
Lesnar. Because there's no way that they aren't doing the Lesnar-Roman storyline for next year at Mania. There's just no way. And this is the jumping off point for that.
Yeah.
And I could actually see Finn Balor getting involved.
I think Balor gets involved in the Rollins Triple H match.
But he is owed a title match.
Yes, he is.
And I don't know if they do the Samoa Joe thing because even though I've heard rumors that that's what they're going to do, I just don't see how Balor and Joe's styles mesh.
Well, I heard they might do a Rollins Joe feud after WrestleMania 2, so.
Okay. I could see that happening more just because I think their styles play off each other. And AJ Styles as a younger guy a few years ago had great feuds with Samoa Joe.
Yeah.
So and I could see that feud being really good, and I would lead that up to a match at SummerSlam.
Yeah. Bayley versus Sasha versus Nia versus Charlotte for the Raw Women's title.
I could see this going two ways. I could see Bayley retaining and then Sasha screwing her after the match.
Yeah, turning heel. Yeah, turning heel.
Or I could see Charlotte, I could see Sasha winning so that Bayley can win it back in her hometown.
I'm going to go with Bayley winning, then Sasha turns on her after the match and turns heel, finally. We get heel Sasha back, finally. That starts the Bayley-Sasha feud.
Yeah, but I could see them waiting until Bayley's in her hometown to turn Sasha on her. Because I think it's too long of a time between WrestleMania and SummerSlam to do the turn at WrestleMania. And also, you normally do not see a heel turn at WrestleMania.
I know, that's where you get the biggest reaction for a Sasha heel turn would be at WrestleMania.
Yeah, but the problem is they don't normally do that.
Austin turned heel at WrestleMania. Well, yeah.
But how did that heel turn work out?
Not very well. Not very well at all.
So I don't know if Vince is stupid enough to do that again.
I don't know.
Even though everybody feels like it's going to happen, I do it at a lesser pay-per-view and have it build up to her winning the title back at SummerSlam.
We all know the heel turns coming.
Yeah, but I'd hold it off one more month. I'd hold it off one more pay-per-view and do the heel turn after WrestleMania just because it makes more sense. In my mind, it makes more sense. And if this was not an elimination match, my original prediction was Nia Jax would take the pin.
Yeah, it's elimination match. I think they gang up on Nia Jax, and she gets eliminated first. This is an elimination match.
I think also Nia pins Charlotte.
I mean, they could do a Nia Jax Charlotte feud, but it wouldn't be all that good.
It wouldn't be that well. I think Charlotte could do more than either Bayley could or Sasha could. We've seen the Sasha feud, and that was shit.
It depends. It depends what they do with Emma when they bring her back. If they bring her back after WrestleMania.
What was up with Dana Brooke not having it when Beth said Dana's name? There was no reaction on Dana's face.
Yeah,
that just was kind of weird.
Yes, it was.
It wasn't as weird as Shawn Michaels falling asleep during DDP's speech.
Yeah, that was bad. That was just weird.
that was odd because
yes, it was.
And why would Kevin Dunn cut this Shawn Michaels with his hat over his eyes sleeping?
I don't know. Okay.
I could understand him. Well, he was sitting next to Kevin Nash.
Yeah.
So if he was cutting to Kevin Nash, I could see it.
Weird placing it. Put Goldberg and Michaels right next to each other. Weird.
What? Well, and why did Goldberg get up and leave?
I don't know. I guess the WWE removed Reigns from the Hall of Fame last night because he kept getting booed so badly. They had him leave the Hall of Fame last night.
I hate to say it. He didn't get booed out of the building. There was smattering boos, but it wasn't as bad as Roman. Roman got booed out of the fucking building.
Yes, he did.
If I'm Vince McMahon, I'm embarrassed.
That's why I wouldn't put the Undertaker Reigns match last, because that crowd will turn on that match if Reigns wins so bad. Take putting that match last. Have Reigns win, that crowd's gonna just snap.
Well, didn't we think that at one point during the Cena Punk feud, where everybody thought if CM Punk wasn't going to win that title at Money in the Bank and walk out, there would be a riot?
Yeah. Okay. The Club versus Cesaro and Sheamus versus the End Zone Cast, the Raw Tag Titles, in a ladder match.
I'm going with what I've been saying for months, just because Enzo and Cass makes the most sense. They're in Orlando. Enzo and Cass.
I guess somebody was mad at Enzo all night for how he was dressed.
It's Enzo. What do you expect? Enzo wasn't the weirdest guy. The guy that was the weirdest dressed there.
Yeah.
I hate to say it, some of the fans were very disrespectful. Because you're not supposed to wear T-shirts and shit to the Hall of Fame. You're supposed to wear a collared shirt. Yeah.
I'd say the Club wins and keeps the tag team titles. I was hoping the Broken Hardys would appear in this match, but that's not going to happen now, unfortunately.
Yep.
Which sucks.
I have a question. Do you think, even though Adam Cole is done with Ring of Honor at the end of the month, do you think he wins the TV title tonight?
No.
I could see them doing it just to get it off Marty Skrull.
He's been one hell of a champion. He's very entertaining.
Yeah, he is, but I could see them giving one more title run to Adam Cole just as a thank you.
Well, Kazarian gets a shot at the TV title too, so.
Yeah, and then because, well, I understand why, but what do you think we see? The leader of the Bullet Club.
I don't know. It's weird. Kenny Omega hasn't been in Ring of Honor for a while now.
Well,
the for them in a while.
He wasn't there last year. Was because of the building for Wrestle King, New Japan building him up.
Yeah.
And he's actually stated that. So, but he said after the contract was signed that he'd be working a lot more days for Ring of Honor.
Yeah.
And they got to do something,
I think,
to get for Kenny Omega to kick Adam Cole out of the club.
Yeah, I think the Young Bucks win their titles back.
Well, it depends on how long the Hardys are staying.
Well, Jeff said the Hardys are taking 3 weeks off after tonight's show.
Well, yeah, but 3 weeks off would set them at their next TV taping, because after they taped 8 or 7 weeks of TV after the last after the 15th the day after the 15th anniversary.
Yeah, I watched Briscoes versus the Hardys on Ring of Honor on Thursday, and that was a good match.
I don't watch the TV. I just can't get myself to do it. For Ring of Honor, unless I know somebody that I want to see from New Japan is on the show.
Yeah.
Like Okada or Omega or Ibushi or guys that I know.
Yeah. Miz and Maurice versus Cena and Nikki Bella.
Everybody's predicting this the same way. John Cena, Nikki Bella.
Nikki did say that she is taking time off after WrestleMania.
Yeah, and I smell a
Cena's filming a movie. It would make more sense for Miz and Maurice to win because they're staying. You give Miz more.
Did you catch last night at the Hall of Fame? The fans chanting, "Let's go, Miz."
Yeah.
I thought that was hilarious.
I'm gonna say Miz and Maurice win just for the hell of it. Just for the hell of it.
I don't see that happening because
I don't either. I think
because of how they built this up. They built this up for Cena and Nikki to run through the Miz and Maurice. But because of them being run through at WrestleMania, I think at some point the Miz gets a title run.
I don't know. Maybe.
Because they need main event people right now.
Then I know they're going to keep the Bray Wyatt and Orton thing going after WrestleMania, especially if Bray loses, because Bray will get his rematch. So keep that going for at least a little while.
And I could see them.
I think
keeping. I could actually see them keeping the belt on Ambrose. But it does make more sense for them to take the belt off Ambrose.
Okay, let's go on to Corbin versus Ambrose for the U.S. the IC title. I think Corbin wins the title. They give Corbin the big push. He keeps the IC title.
I see that. I could see this. I could see this going either way, just because it makes more sense to have Ambrose chasing Corbin. So I could see them changing the IC title.
Yeah, me too. Give it to Corbin. Give Corbin a run with it and see how he does.
And then if he doesn't do well, put it back on Ambrose.
Yeah, or The Miz.
Do you think it's kind of awkward when Renee Young interviews Ambrose?
Yeah. Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah. She's the, other than maybe what's her name? Not Dasha, but the other the one Charlie. Other than Charlie, on the main roster, the best interviewer is Renee.
Yep.
I wish that they would have never put Byron Saxton on commentary.
Yeah, I know. Oh.
Because Byron Saxton was so good as a backstage interviewer. He wasn't wooden. Yeah. He wasn't a robot like freaking Dasha.
Yeah. I heard JBL's calling Jim Ross is calling the Goldberg and Lesnar match.
Why not have him, if it's going to be Taker's last match, why not have him call Taker?
Yeah, I know.
I wonder if they have Jerry Lawler call Taker's match.
I don't know. Well, right now JBL said to me JBL and Michael Cole.
I don't mind that at all. I really don't mind that at all. But they got to do something with Morrow when Morrow does come back from his bout with depression.
Well, I guess it's awesome he was back. Him and JBL have some backstage heat. They don't like each other, I guess. There's some.
They've never liked each other, so they might move Saxton over to SmackDown and move JBL back over to Raw. They might have to.
Yeah.
I could see that happening because, number one, Saxton's decent. But if he'd be a lot better if he didn't have Vince McMahon telling him what to say in his ear. Because Vince McMahon, even though Raw is live, I mean SmackDown is now live, he still does not do telling the commentators what to say at SmackDown.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
and that is actually, I think it's Triple H.
Might be. I don't know.
It's either Triple H or it's No, I take that back. It isn't Triple H. It's former referee and Road Dogg's brother.
Yeah.
That has the earpiece in, that's telling the announcers what to say. Because they actually showed, because at the SmackDown tapings, you want to know who else is at those SmackDown tapings now? Adam Pearce. He's at every SmackDown taping.
Yeah.
Because I actually follow him on Facebook, and he has pictures from every taping on his Facebook.
Kevin Owens versus Chris Jericho for the U.S. title.
Owens. It's always been Owens.
Yeah, Kevin Owens. Yeah.
Because Jericho is leaving, but the funny thing with him leaving is he's just missing TV.
He's leaving at the end of May.
No, he's leaving at the beginning of May.
I mean, the end of April.
Well, yeah. No, he's actually doing TV through April, and he's leaving in May because he is not on the UK tour.
Yeah, his tour starts in early May.
Yeah, so he's staying through April because of he's staying through this month because the culmination of his feud with Owens is going to be at the pay-per-view at the end of the month.
Yeah.
But he'll still be doing house shows though. The funny thing is, with his schedule for when he leaves in May, he's still doing house shows, Jericho.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I did hear that.
Yeah, Owens wins. I think he's United States title. Jericho will get his rematch at Payback, then he'll leave.
But yeah.
Well, one last match we got Seth Rollins versus Triple H in a non-sanctioned match.
I could see this one going either way, just because I could see them having Triple H win, and then because everything that I've heard is that Seth Rollins is really sick.
Yes, he is.
He had a 103.5 fever.
Yeah.
And he's also pneumonia. And
I would say Seth Rollins wins if he can. Hopefully he can go. I want to see that match. I think Samoa Joe gets involved in this match. Finn Balor could. It's possible.
It's possible, but I see him if they don't have Owen Taker Roman be the main event. Lesnar and Goldberg. I could see him making an appearance at the end of the show just to get the pop to go after Goldberg. I mean, Lesnar. And if Goldberg does resign for more dates, I see him going after Roman for SummerSlam. Because they have teased that before, so.
Yeah. Oh, that's Wrestlemania.
The one question is, the other reason I could see Triple H winning is his history with unsanctioned matches. He's won every match. He had the unsanctioned match with Vince, and he had the one with Shawn.
Yeah.
And you know the whole story with the one with Shawn, right?
Huh? Yeah, Shawn Michaels beat him at SummerSlam.
Yeah. Well, yeah. But do you know the story behind why that it was supposed to be a regular singles match? On and WWE weren't sure if he was going to be able to go. And that's why it was an unsanctioned match. But I could see them having Rollins win. But if he goes into the match really sick with pneumonia and that fever, I think Triple H is winning.
I don't know if they'll. I don't know if they let him wrestle or not, depending on how sick he is.
Well, they kind of have to, because of that order that he signed. They kind of have to. That otherwise, Triple H doesn't wrestle in front of his kids, aka the NXT guys.
Yeah.
Because Triple H does call
They could do the swerving. They could do the swerving, do Triple H versus Finn Balor.
Yeah, I could see that, but originally what they were going to do, if Triple H, no, if Rollins wasn't cleared, was Triple H and Joe. That's originally what they were going to do. That's why they threw Joe into this thing in the first place. And that's why they kept him in the feud with Triple H. What was to have a backup in case Rollins couldn't go.
Did you see what we were on that Roman Reigns was pulled from WrestleMania?
Bullshit. That's April Fool's.
People are so stupid.
Yeah, that was clickbait. And as we know with Jericho, he's most likely trolling. Because there's no way he would have been if he hurt his ankle. There would have been no way he was at the Hall of Fame last night.
Yeah.
Because he wouldn't. Because when you are sitting, you are putting a lot of weight on your foot. And there's no way he would have been able to put weight on his foot if he hurt his ankle.
Mankind debuted 21 years ago today.
Who?
The Mankind. He debuted 21 years ago today.
Oh. And they are coming up on in June or July. They're coming up on the anniversary of the Hell in a Cell match.
Yeah.
The Taker Mankind Hell in a Cell.
Yeah.
Which that's got to be 20 years.
Yeah.
Because I think last year was 19. No. Actually, this year's not 19. Last year was 18. Because it was not 98. So Mankind debuted in 96.
Yep.
Kane debuted in 96.
Yep. No.
Yeah.
Wasn't 97 at Bad Blood? Michaels versus Taker, 97?
Oh, no, Bad Blood 96 was what was the first Hell in a Cell? No. Yeah. You're right. So, actually, that would be 20 years then, not 21. So, Mankind debuted in, actually, no, did he debut as Mankind first, or did he debut?
Mankind first.
He debuted in 96 because in early 97, going into WrestleMania in 97. No, that's Mania 98. No, that's Mania 97. When him and Chainsaw Charlie had the match with the New Age Outlaws. Yeah. So Foley debuted as Mankind in 96. Because in 95, he was cutting promos for Paul Heyman. No, that was Stone Cold Steve Austin that was cutting promos for Heyman.
Yeah.
Before he debuted in 96. That was 95. Because, no. When did Stone Cold debut?
Well, he was the $1 Million champion first.
Yeah.
Which was what?
He was stunning Steve Austin. I think that was because 93 he was in WCW. Because he was in WCW when the Shockmaster debuted. He said that in the podcast that he did with Jim Cornette.
Yeah.
Early in his podcast run.
I wonder if Jim Cornette sticks around after WrestleMania at all.
It's kind of hard to say because he still has heat with Kevin Dunn. He hates Kevin Dunn. He doesn't like Vince McMahon. He doesn't hate Vince McMahon. He could actually work with Vince. But he hates Kevin Dunn with all his being.
Yeah.
He has as much hatred for Kevin Dunn as he does for Vince Russo.
Lucky people.
What?
Paul Heyman's doing a question and answer at WrestleMania Access right now.
Oh. Is it on the network?
No, unfortunately.
I don't understand why they don't put some of the stuff at Access on the network.
They should.
They really should. Well, like, why didn't they do a whole thing on Thursday with the unveiling of the statue?
The Ric Flair statue.
Yeah, Ric Flair statue. They did it for. And Hogan is so full of shit, saying that he's not going to be at WrestleMania. He's only at his beach shop until 5 tomorrow. And I know that for a fact.
I think he'll show up. I think he
will. If he's only at his beach shop till 5, and his beach shop isn't that far from Amway Global Arena or the Amway Center.
Brock Lesnar made $12 million in 2016. Holy shit!
10 million of that was from the UFC match.
Cena made $8 million. Holy crap!
Yeah, that don't surprise me.
Triple H 3.8 million. Roman Reigns 3.5 million. Dean Ambrose was the 5th highest paid wrestler in 2016. Wow.
Well, yeah, he had the most title matches of anybody.
6 at 2.4 million. Shane McMahon was 7, 2.2 million. Undertaker's 8th. Rollins is 9th at 2 million each. Orton's 10th at 1.9 million. So Shane McMahon makes more money than Randy Orton, Seth Rollins, and The Undertaker. Okay.
Yeah. And the funny thing is, Shane doesn't have any voting shares in the company. Other than his name, he has no right to the company anymore.
Yeah.
Because of the fact that when he left, he sold all of his shares. And the only reason I know that is because it's public knowledge. And people that don't believe that are idiots. That believe that he still has voting shares in the company, he doesn't. Because he was pissed off at Vince. I don't know for what. When he left back in 2007. He was actually gone 9 years when he came back last year. That's remarkable. But anytime I hear somebody's music that I haven't heard in a long time, like Eric Bischoff's music last night, I'll pop for it. I popped for Teddy Long's music. Haven't heard that in 2 years. No, I take that back. We heard it last year.
You think The Rock makes an appearance at WrestleMania?
Well, he's there. And they are taping Ballers right now, his TV show, but there's no tapings. They aren't taping anything tomorrow.
I think The Rock shows up.
And his mom is already in Orlando, so
yeah, I don't know what I don't know what The Rock does at WrestleMania, what he gets involved in, but I think he'll show up and do something.
He's probably just there to announce the attendance. It was a nice thing that they did for Edge last night when they had Tony Chimmel come out and announce him.
Yeah,
that was cool. I popped for that. I was wondering when Beth was going to bring up Edge.
They brought Tony Kimmel back. That was pretty awesome.
Well, Tony Chimmel's still with the company. He's still there.
Oh, he is?
Yeah. Yeah, they still have main event, and they still do tapings for that. That's the taping of Raw. And he's the ring announcer for that still.
Oh, huh. I didn't know that.
Yeah, he's still with the company because when they got rid of what was the other ring announcer's name? The other male ring announcer.
Justin Roberts.
Yeah, when they got rid of Justin Roberts a couple of years ago, I was thinking it was going to be Chimmel. But there is no chance that Justin Roberts. He hates JBL's guts.
Yeah.
Because JBL bullied him, I guess. I don't understand why they keep JBL around. If he bullies everybody. That's not the first guy he's bullied. Morrow, Justin Roberts,
yeah.
Him beating the shit out of the Blue Meanie. At ECW One Night Stand 06, I think it was. It was either 06 or 07 One Night Stand.
Yeah. Flair, I think you're a little drunk there, buddy. Charlotte is not the female Kurt Angle.
No. There's no female Kurt Angle. If anything, she's the female embodiment of her father.
Yeah.
If there's anybody that's close to Kurt,
huh?
It ain't Charlotte or Sasha or Becky. Even though it would kind of make more sense if it was Becky. Because Becky does do the exploder suplex.
Yeah.
That was one of Kurt's moves. But I do got to say, I did love Kurt's speech. It popped me when I brought out the hat.
Yeah.
I can't believe that thing still fits.
Yeah, Sexy Kurt song. That was awesome.
When I cut over to Sean is cracking up so hard. Because that was actually one of Sean's favorite things that Kurt ever did.
Yeah.
He actually said
then he
that
sung the song. Then he sung that song he did with Austin. That was pretty awesome too.
Oh, the Jimmy Crack Corn.
Yeah.
Him singing. Him and it would have made more sense to have it be Steve Austin inducting him just because of all the comedy they did.
Austin there last night, which is really weird.
No, Austin's not there. Period. And I think somebody also hacked his.
You would think Austin would be there WrestleMania weekend. He usually is.
He usually is, but he's not there this year. Was JR at the Hall of Fame ceremony last night?
I have no idea. I have no idea. But they never showed him, so I have no idea.
Well, they showed somebody in the front row, in front of the stage, with that was holding a black cowboy hat.
Yeah.
And that was not Sean. People that tell me that was Sean are idiots. That was not Sean, because Sean has he does have a black cowboy hat, but his black cowboy hat is bedazzled.
Yeah.
There's a difference between Sean's black cowboy hat and JR. JR has a 10-gallon cowboy hat. Has one of those old style 10-gallon hats.